talk, man. Holy shit. What a ride it's been. What a freaking ride. And we still have one night left of ayahuasca. But I did 2 nights so far. And we're here. We're here in this beautiful park among many another homeless. And I have a pillow, and I'm about to just take a nap, because it's what you do in the Southwest. You smoke some tobacco and you nap in a park. Fuck napping in the car right now. Ceremony has been beautiful. And just being in that space, being on that land, you just walk into it, and you'll leave everything in the car. You just get out there, and you don't have to be anybody, and you just get to be. And being there and meeting all these new people, and first timers coming in, being like a little nervous and on edge, and then just having a beautiful experience and being able to like hear about it the next morning. It's just so it's just so rich. It's just so beautiful. For a while now, it's like I just want to help people heal, and then just being able to be in a space where the people who want to heal, just come to you, just come to be a part of it. And it's just human connection on such a different profound level, where we get to reflect and just see what this life really is, or really can be. It's like you zoom out far enough, and it's like you see the algorithm of life, the algorithm of humanity. And my butt's getting wet. It's soaking through the blanket. It's all right. It's just life redirecting me. There's no need to take it personal. There's no need to play a victim. It's simply life guiding us in every aspect. And when you're in the medicine, you're able to see these things. You're able to see these patterns from others and from yourself. And I should say from yourself, and then you see them in others. And yeah. And then, then you have to come back to being a person again. You're so, I don't want to say disconnected, but you're just so, like I said, you're so out there, and it's like you see the programming behind it, but then you still gotta come back and play the game. And it's just all about having like a relaxed nervous system. And there's, countless ways to do that. And, this whole time on the road so far, this whole trip, like, every step of the way, I like to say, like, ayahuasca starts as soon as you say yes to it. Like, that's when the journey begins. And, from the people I've met to the healers in Arkansas, to how reality played out there, and then just like finding a chiropractor for the first time. He cracked all my joints and got all this crunchiness out of my body, and it just allows you to breathe fuller. And it's such a simple concept. Like, our breath controls it regulates these vehicles we have. And if you got a kink or a joint or something messed up, and where you're not breathing fully, it's like just driving around with a flat tire, and like eventually you're gonna crash out. And yeah, it's like once you just zoom out and see how, see what the human game is, when you see it for what it is, like, all you can do is laugh. All you can do is laugh, because the stress we put ourselves. Oh, puppy! Oh my God, there are even 2 puppies. Somebody must have dumped them on the side of the road, but after ceremony, these 2 little puppies were there this morning, and I can't wait to go back and play with them. I want to take one on the road. I want to take both on the road with me. Like, how crazy would that be? And it's just that. It's just play. Like, that's all we have to do. We have to decondition ourselves. Recondition ourselves. To just let that inner child come out again. And in society nowadays, we're so, the way one the lady next to me put it today, this morning. She was like, I had to come all the way out here just to feel. I had to come all the way out here just to feel again. And that shit hit me, because it was like, yeah, we're so conditioned to just be afraid to feel, to cry, to love, to be vulnerable. And we cope, and we avoid, and we oh my God, that's a beautiful little bird. I've never seen an orange bird like this. Oh my God. And you just see little things like that, and you're like, what is this a sign for? Obviously, like, and sometimes, you're going down, you find yourself going down a rabbit hole. I haven't see if this bird likes granola. You know, we're so afraid to feel nowadays, because our nervous systems don't feel safe enough to do that, to regulate. And you just gotta have the time and the space to be able to slow down and, you know, not be stimulated, to be able to just sit in a park and observe the beauty. And that feeling, that lens will grow, where then you see the beauties in others. And everybody's just so beautiful right now. And you know I still have some of the medicine inside of me, and then looking back at it after every ceremony, I went back out into the world, and then I was the medicine. Even like 2 weeks ago, coming into ceremony, I was thinking of like, what's my intention? Why am I really doing this? And I was like, I don't know. I just want to go there to make family, to be in and just help create a space. Because I felt I was like, oh my God, I am the medicine, like, already. And that was such a nice realization. And now, actually having some of the medicine yet still inside of me, it just kind of, you're able to flip that switch on so much easier. Flip that switch of love. The thing about acai bowls is they pack these fuckers so deep, and you can't stir them, you can't mix them. And we just like to blame others for triggering our nervous systems. We like to blame others for, we like to think that, they did something wrong, but ultimately, like, we are in charge of our nervous systems and nobody else's, not even family. Like, it's nobody else's job to tiptoe around your triggers. It's our job to heal and do the inner work. And when we do that, when we give ourselves the love, then we're just able to project that out in the world, and the world becomes so much more beautiful, and things are just less triggering. They don't teach us this in school. They don't teach us how to be human. They teach us how to be a wage slave. And last night was just so beautiful because I was able to reconnect with the feminine. I feel like I've already been doing that, but just on a much deeper level last night. I was able to just appreciate all women and the mirrors that they provide for us men. And so many men nowadays want to blame women for they're like this and that and whatever, and it's not what it's about. It's not It's not even their fault, you know? Like, it's the masculine society that they've grown up in that they can even, you know, lose their femininity. And, you know, then men get mad at them because, I don't know, because then they don't play the game. This acai's mid. That's alright. It's nourishment. It isn't about pleasing the tongue. It's about pleasing the body. Yeah, I see you, little orange fella. He's checking it out. He's checking it out. And yeah, we'll see what tonight has to offer, how it's gonna wrap up, and you know, I'm just excited to, you know, see what's next then. I'm excited to take the medicine with me on the road and continue to be the medicine. Stay beautiful. Love y'all.